Welcome back, everybody. We are live with the Speed Souls Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin Any Percent tournament. Today, I'm here with Doom338, my co-commentator. Say hi, Doom.
Hey guys, how are you all? I hope you're all doing well for this second race of the day.
We will be watching Luthelaril versus Zyrelia, both very good runners. Anything can happen. There will be tears. There will be joy. Stay tuned. Do not go anywhere. Do not turn off your monitor. Turn your volume all the way up. This will be it. This is the biggest race you will ever watch here on Speed Souls for the Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First in Any Percent tournament. Are you ready for the countdown? 3, 2, 1. Go, 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 go. Come on, come on. Start those runs. Let's go. So then, Doom, do you wanna talk people through how this run starts?
Okay, so we have, as we saw from the previous run, or if you didn't see the previous run, this is Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the Sin. So in this version, for the first half of the game, we're trying to get to Zyrelia Castle, and there's two ways to do it. You either kill the 4 lords, or you get 1 million accumulative souls over the course of the run. So we found that getting 1 million souls is a lot faster. So what the guys are going to do is kill the Rotten, one of the lords, 4 times in a row by the item that they're picking up now from their gift, which is called the Bomb Parasitic. And they're going to repeat the Rotten 4 times to try and get to 1 million souls to get to the second half of the run. So we can see they both picked the Bandit Starts, the best class for this category, and the Bomb Parasitic, which, as I said, is used to reset an area so you can fight a boss a second time. And as we can see, they're heading over to the first area, Medulla. This is like the main hub, like Violent Shrine in either like Dark Souls 1 or Dark Souls 3.
Yep, that's they're doing a jump here called the Bino jump. As you can see, they are walking over the binoculars. They don't get the binoculars because you don't need the binoculars, but the binoculars are there, which is why we call the jump the Bino jump, because Bino is short for binocular, and that's where the binoculars are.
We are in the old patch for Dark Souls 2 Vanilla. We used to use the binoculars to do a little speed glitch, but unfortunately it was patched out the game fairly quickly.
Yeah, it was a very abusable in PvP, player versus player. 49 appears to be flirting with me in chat. I'll DM him later to tell him to stop flirting with me. So as you can see, the runners are doing different things here. Luth appears to be jumping over the bridge, while Zyrelia is getting the soul in the water. This is because Luth got the soul earlier at the cart and Zyrelia did not, and they need the soul to buy the bomb to do bomb wall. Doom, what's bomb wall?
Okay, so there is a shortcut in Forest of Fallen Giants, the area that we're about to get to now, which has some explosive barrels on one side of the wall, which, when exploded, breaks the wall, so you can get... it's a little shortcut, that's all it is. Then we found that you can actually explode the wall from the opposite side if you just smash your head against the wall and then start and then throw a fireball. So it's quite a big time saver there. 30-40 seconds if done correctly, so it is quite precise. So let's see if how they do now. They're about to get to it.
Both of these runners are very good. They're in top form. These are the best players that Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin has to offer. I'm sure neither of them will possibly miss this skip, and if they do, it will purely be the game's fault. Zyrelia has absolutely nailed Bomb Wall first try. Luth also destroying the glitch, crushing it between his fingers like a peanut M&M. Anything can happen here.
I do want to remind everyone that a prediction is in the chat. If you want to spend your flames, your channel points And guess who is going to win this particular match? To be honest, I'm not sure. Luth is very, very consistent when it comes to races, and Zyrelia has a very, very fast time without RTSR, so he's quite safe player as well. So this is going to be quite a good match, I feel. It's going to be really tight.
Anything can happen here on the Dark Souls 2 Speed Soul Skull of the First in any % double elimination tournament. This runners are perfectly synced up. This is neck and neck, as neck and neck as you can possibly be. Their frames are aligning here.
So, as you can see, they're fighting the first boss, and what we're going to see is a little animation cancel here. Usually the dark sign, when you use it, takes you back to the last bonfire but gets rid of your souls. But if you do it before you receive the souls, you don't lose them. So if they do it quick enough, they can receive the souls and teleport at the same time.
Which they both have done, because they are, as I have said, the greatest runners that Dark Souls 2 Skull of the Verse in any % has to offer. Some spectacular dialogue mashing, monologue mashing going on here.
Okay, so we're up to our second boss, Pursuer. One of the hardest bosses in the speedrun, for sure. Totally no way to cheese or get around this one is very difficult boss. Usually a wall for first-time players. And both players are having a struggle getting to the pod gate. That's unusual.
That is unusual, yeah. I
Same
don't think I've seen that before.
As we can see, there is a little bit of cheese to this fight.
It's just perfectly
balanced.
Just a little bit of finely aged cheddar.
And once they get the bonfire in the next area, they'll be heading back to Majula to go fight the Rotten first time. And get the weapon that they'll use throughout the rest of the run. Do you want to talk about the weapons that we use?
The rapier? You want me to tell them about the rapier?
Yeah.
What is there to say about the rapier that has not been said before? The rapier is the strongest weapon in this game. Pretty much. The only weapon stronger than the rapier are later game versions of the rapier. It is disgusting. Why is it disgusting? Well, it's light. It's got fast attacks. It's got high counter damage. It's got good damage. It's doesn't use much stamina. It upgrades with Titanite, so you can level it up really quickly. It's just all around like it's disgusting. The bosses won't know what hit them.
No, yeah. Obviously, we can't get it to +10 straight away, but it will be +10 by the end of the run, provided no crystal lizards are missed. But you will see toward later parts of the run, we can do some pretty insane damage, especially if either of these players go for RTSR, which I don't think they will. I don't think either of these players are RTSR inclined. But here we are talking to one of the best NPCs in the game, the cat. And we get the cat ring, reduces full damage by a lot, because full damage is quite messed up in this game, the calculation. And
it does damage.
Yeah, it can kill you, for sure.
Yeah, there will be deaths to full damage in some runs by some players. Ooh, Luke's landing on here is not good.
Oh,
He tried to go for hit the wall back up, but
nice.
Scholar is a video game, so that didn't work. Yeah, landing on that ledge is unfortunate because there's no real way to walk off a ledge without getting insane momentum in Dark Souls 2. And as you may have spotted, getting insane momentum there would cause you to walk to your death.
Yeah. So here we go. Both players now entering the gutter. Pretty scary area for new game players because it's so dark you really just can't see where you're going. But these guys have it memorized where they're going and where they're jumping between the precarious platforms.
Even in the speedrun, though, even when you know what you're doing, this area sucks.
Oh yeah, some of these jumps are pretty tight for sure.
The jumps are tight. The hollows, whilst doing next to no damage, can very easily knock you off the bridges. There's no fun in games. It's terrifying.
Yeah, it's a pretty scary area for sure. Okay, so Zyrelia accurately navigating his way through, and he's entering the Black Gulch now. And Luth just getting his way through at the end here. We can see Zyrelia popping the Brightbug. This is a really important consumable that we use on several different bosses. It increases your damage and defense by 20%. Obviously, we don't really use it for the defense bonus, but it does help occasionally.
It's pretty damn useful for throwing you. Oh, Zyrelia getting poisoned.
Yeah,
that is not something
poison,
you want to see.
A little scary, but I think he should be okay. No full-on invasion, so
I think he's gonna have to heal again.
Yeah, it would be a bit wise to heal again.
No, he does have a.
Oh, the full-on salute.
Oh no! Is it a good one?
That's a good one. So it should be okay.
You got the good full-on. Will gooch.
Forlorn, you'll probably see him again sometime, is a random NPC invader that can really screw up your run, for sure. He's super high damage, can stop you warping out if you're in a bad area, and just does a ton of damage as well. So now we see the Rotten. You'll get to know this guy pretty well, for sure, in this run. Oh, the Grandpa! Zyrelia!
Oh my gosh. That is...
Okay, luckily it's the grab of the first Rotten, but if the second...
you cannot tank that later on.
If any of the other ones did it, you would be dead, for sure. Damn. That's a pretty scary attack. It does a lot of damage and you can't escape from it.
It's slow. It's big hitting. Damage. You don't want to take the grab.
Okay, so luckily he managed to get through. Zyrelia killed the first Rotten. There we go. 12, 17-ish. That's not bad. And Luth right behind him, like 12, 22 is this? 23? Yep. Really close here. As you can see, they're using the bonfire aesthetic to reset the area, and they'll come back once they have their upgraded weapon.
The bonfire aesthetics to fight more Rottens.
Yes, they have to go get more bonfire aesthetics because you only start with one as a gift, and we need 2 more to get to the 4 Rottens. As you can see, leveling up before this section of the game.
As you may notice, that last run, or last race I should say, the runners went for 24 and 23 because they were doing RTSR. However, since these runners aren't doing RTSR, they're going for 14 and 34, which does more damage, but gives you less stamina to work with. So it's a bit of give and take, but it does seem to save them time in the long run, and will make Congregation a lot less difficult.
Yes, having Congregation without RTSR is really scary, and so
having Congregation with RTSR is also really scary.
Yeah, Congregation.
Scary.
Yeah,
it's scary.
Despite being the easiest casual boss in the game, it's very, very scary for speedrunners.
Yeah.
I do want to remind everyone the prediction is soon to run out, so please get your predictions in.
Oh, I still have 12 points I can throw in. No, the prediction closed. It closed by the time you said that, dude.
Oh no.
Yeah, you just baited all the viewers.
Well, if you missed it, it's your fault.
Zyrelia does seem to be a little bit ahead, but it's anyone's game here.
A little bit
Anything
ahead,
can
but
happen.
one death and you're sent way back in this game. A lot.
Yeah.
Deaths are quite brutal in this one.
But you know, these runners obviously very good. They've played this game many times. Any death they have should be purely the game's fault, which is fairly common because this game is awful and hates people.
Yeah, Dark Souls 2 is not known as the most
And friendly,
friendly. Yeah.
high quality. Dark Souls 2 is one of the games ever made. And I will stand by that statement.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I'm not.
So we're just talking to Bengal here. We're gonna get the Claymore and the gold pine resins. Gold pine resins, as many of you know, are a buff to your weapon, do a lot of lightning damage, and because bosses in Dark Souls 2, basically all of them are weak to lightning. And the Claymore is really going to help us out for Congregation to hit all the enemies, all the basic enemies that are crawling around on the floor. You might be wondering why they're just slapping the trees and shoot the tree with the bow. The trees around here, the big ones, they produce a sound when hit, and that alerts other enemies to go have a look what's going on. And so you can use it as a little distraction to go pick up the Chlorantherium, which increases your stamina regeneration. Really useful through this running section as we have here. There's a lot of running sections in Dark Souls 2.
You got to get places. There are things in this game you have to get, and between those things there is space, and the fastest way across that space is running. And you need stamina to run. And the Chloranthil ring gives you more stamina to run with, so it's faster.
That was an explanation. Yeah, that was definitely
that was one of the explanations ever given.
For sure, for sure. Okay, now we're entering into the lottery. Going to Nashville. Pretty much, if she does a bad attack, it can really mess you up. If she does a good attack, you should be okay. So we try and go to the back, but no.
Zyrelia has been caught out here, where he seems to be getting back position.
Okay, that's the better attack. That's the one that you want, the triple slam. But her frontal attacks would be pincers and the staff is pretty scary. She also has a really scary magic attack as well. But it looks like both runners are doing fine. Lucy's just finishing her off. And yeah, he looks fine. So Zyrelia,
very strong Magicka fights.
Yeah, really good, really clean. Zyrelia pushing ahead a little bit, but still easily within reach.
I mean, Zyrelia is basically only ahead because of his Rotten fight. They've played like almost identically since then.
Yeah.
And before then.
So now we grab the mace that we bought from Leningrad, the blacksmith, and we're gonna bash some lizards. Jeff, how do you feel? You okay, or do you need to look away? Do you want me to comment?
I'm gonna need a minute.
Alright, you carry. These lizards are unfortunately necessary because they drop some really good upgrade materials, and obviously we need the upgrade material. We need that +10. So they have to sacrifice themselves for speed.
All that murder for one soul.
They do give one soul as well. It's true. That's really important.
When will their suffering end?
Yeah, feels bad, dude.
Congregational
Have
savers.
you found a pathway to get early Clo and RTSR for Ellen? Anyway, yeah.
Oh, they're just discussing nerd stuff. Ignore them. Look at those nerds.
Using the alluring skulls to get these peasants away from the door. And grabbing a few more upgrade materials. And here we go into what some say is the easiest fight in the world. Speedrunners disagree.
It's very difficult.
It's a very scary fight.
It's scary. It's scary. You know, I was watching a horror movie last night. I won't say the name because I'm not sure if I'm allowed to promote things, but I was watching it, and there was a scene where something scary happened, and I thought to myself, man, that reminds me of Congregation. But not for Zyrelia, who is playing this fight masterfully.
Yeah.
Very good roll, very good punish. He knows exactly what he has to do.
And he managed to get the priest there, even though she buffed.
And here you're seeing the Claymore
and
coming in.
Yeah, those wide sweeps, and they hit the ground to help hit these crawlers. Just a really good item. Yeah, it's not the best one, but there we go.
Luther appears to have had his controller disconnect.
No.
That is. That's
problematic for sure.
You know, when I said anything can happen here on Speed Souls, I was not expecting that to happen. Okay, his controller seems to be working now, but that is...
Is he okay? Okay.
That is upsetting.
That's a long...
That is upsetting.
Back. That is a long run back.
No.
Okay, so... Well, we have the currency for a reason. Nice forlorn invasion, but... And... Zyrelia is still picking up these lizards quite happily. The murder is still...
That's absolutely gutting.
Yeah, that's a really sad death.
That's upsetting. I'm upset. Doom, I will not lie to you. That's messed me up inside. It's a harsh reminder. Bad things will happen to good people.
Zyrelia getting all
I'm just gonna need a minute.
Yeah, you carry on, dude.
It's just...
Zyrelia got his upgrade material, going back to Medulla to quickly upgrade to +10. And then he's off to go to kill Sentinels. To get one more Bonfire Aesthetic. But unfortunately, Luther's gonna have to run his way all the way back.
Not even a misplay.
That's
Control disconnect.
That's a bad death for sure. It's a sad one for sure.
It's...
Alright, Zyrelia coming up through Loft of Steel now. Is he gonna go for door skip? No. What a peach. And you can just tell how far it is. Luther's still on his way. Nice. That is a long one for sure.
The world is an unjust and harsh place.
Yeah. That's probably the worst death in the game I would see.
In this tournament, that's the worst.
Yeah, in this tournament for sure.
A 4-minute time loss to a controller disconnect. I cannot imagine a worse place for your controller to disconnect, nor can I imagine a worst way to die in that position.
But he's strong, he's not DCing like some of the other players we've seen. He's gonna keep going. And we'll see Zyrelia take on the Sentinels with the +10. And as you can see, yeah, this fight is usually quite hard, a 3-on-1, but with the rapier,
1-on-1, you know, it's...
Yeah, pretty easy.
Just doesn't... I feel like Luce should get some sort of consolation or something for this. That is really...
Well, if Zyrelia doesn't win by 4 minutes, you can just say Luce won.
Yeah, just time how long it took him to get back to this point and subtract it.
Oh, that
I
early
don't know.
buff. That's a shame. He's gonna be okay, I think. He's gonna have to kill this priest with the buff.
Priest
Okay,
might
this
heal
is...
here. Oh, this is unfortunate.
Yeah, now you understand why this fight can be really scary. Alright, good safety.
We're looking at.
Yeah.
Oh, this is not good. Oh, nothing is going well for Luce today.
Come on, Luce. No. No.
Well, he killed the priest.
Okay.
You can start finishing the boss now. Man, this is rough.
Does he not have any more?
Has he run out of life yet?
Well, I was thinking skulls, but yeah.
Yeah, I think he might have run out of skulls he can throw away. Still gonna need one. I guess he doesn't need any more. No, still got 4.
Zyrelia has played well. He's back out, got his aesthetic, and he'll be going to fight Rotten now. And Luce picking up his aesthetic here, ready to smack down the lizard in revenge of his controller DC. Nice.
I don't think it was the lizard's fault. I mean, come on. He's just as much a victim here as Luther's.
I don't know. Jeff the Big Lizard saying anything can happen in the game too. Commentator's curse for me.
I don't think that's commentator's curse. That was the commentator's blessing. I mean, it's the Speed Souls, Dark Souls 2 Scholarless the first in any % double animation tournament. Anything can and will happen, and unfortunately today anything had and did happen.
Fortunately, yes. So, no lizard missed, no upgrade materials missed, so he's not going to lose.
Other than a scary congregation fight, Luther's played this almost flawlessly, which just makes the controller disconnect that much more gutting.
Indeed. Okay, so Zyrelia starting off Rotten 3. This is probably one of the scarier ones because for Rotten 4 we use a Bright Bug. So this one can take quite a while to take his arm off, which we do to, like, it gives us more opportunity to hit him, and also he's obviously less dangerous without the cleaver. And Luth will be going to Sentinels, as we saw Zyrelia did earlier. Oh, he gets the puke, nice.
Oh wow. Insane RNG. Chat appears to be attempting to summon Forlorn. I have bad news for chat. There will not be a single Forlorn spawn point for another 5 minutes, so you may want to calm down a little bit.
Yeah, they're just charging up for Drangleic Door.
Charging up.
You gotta charge the attack, you know.
Yeah. You wanna save your chance for Armana.
Indeed, Armana. The Great Equalizer will sort this out. Will give Luth back his time.
No Equalizer can undo this great injustice.
Okay, now we see the Bright Bug being used for Rotten 4, and Luth is going into the Sentinel fights. Let's hope he has good RNG.
Oh, that is the...
Oh, the triple wall hit, let's go!
Yeah, I think...
RNG, don't worry guys, it's RNG manipulation, it's fine.
I have to respect, you know, You hit the wall once, maybe hitting again will work. You hit it twice. I have to respect going for the third. He's committed to that wall hitting now.
It's already
That said, it's a little bit of time loss, but still a very clean second Sentinel cleanup.
Yeah. Luckily, there's no worry with the first one. You can take as long as you like, because as long as you don't drop down from that ledge, the second one will not spawn.
Yeah, the second one is both the comfiest and the worst.
Yeah.
On the one hand, any time wasted there doesn't matter, because it's like you have, unlike the first and last one, where you can do it as fast as possible. The second one, there is a time frame where you need to kill him in. If you kill him quickly, it doesn't really matter. If you kill him slowly, it doesn't really matter. As long as you get him within that time frame before the third one drops, you're all good. Luke's landing the plank jump with just flawless precision, as you could generally describe most of Luke's runs.
Zyrelia doing his final level up here.
It is really upsetting to see how far ahead Zyrelia is after one controller disconnect.
Yeah, it's
like Luke's play hasn't been perfect, but he's had no major time losses other than that. And just overall, just I'm just sad, dude. It's really got to me.
Okay, so Luth going on to the Rottens. Hopefully we get good RNG here. If you are channeling the Forlorn, now is your time.
Yeah, get those Forlorn friends.
If not now, in about 10 minutes when we go down to Armana.
And if not, then in Crypt. And if not, then in... Well, that's the last one.
Do what you can, guys. Luth needs our help. Oil soldiers will save us. Okay. Luth's getting okay RNG, not the best, but he's doing some pretty good damage to the arm.
He's owed better RNG than this. This game is wronged him
the explosion.
Ways that cannot be righted by double pukes.
Okay.
He takes the arm.
Nice.
Quite late. And the AoE afterwards. Ooh, very upsetting.
Alright. Nice. Rotten 2 dead. One lizard escapes.
The lucky one.
The lucky one. The one that got away.
The chosen one.
And we are on our way to Dragon Lake Door. Let's see if your channeling work, people.
As you'll see, Zyrelia's doing a strat here, where he kills the left soldier first, and then baits the spawning soldiers over to the other one. Do you know who found this strat, Doom?
Ah, no idea, dude.
Wow. I bet they're really smart and handsome.
Fine. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Not actually discovered by me, apparently, but Doom Door was named after me after I kept telling people to do it.
Well, no Forlorns here today, unfortunately.
No Forlorns, unfortunately. Maybe they're just channeling for the Armana.
They're winding it up for a big Armana Forlorn.
Or like I had in my race when I got knocked out by Luth.
The double Armana.
Double Armana Forlorn feels good.
We'll need it.
Alright, Luth getting through Rotten 3 here, almost at the end.
If Zyrelia gets double Armana Forlorn, it won't even be bad RNG, it'll be fair RNG. It'll be the game righting the wrongs it has done to our boy Luthelaril.
Finally onto Rotten 4 here. And
Everyone's
Zyrelia
favourite
making
rotten.
his way. Zyrelia making his way to Dragon Riders here. One of the easiest bosses.
Yeah, well,
Mistakes from Zy. No major mistakes from Zy so far. He's done a really clean run. To be honest, both
yeah.
runners have. Unfortunately, there was a controller DC, so.
Yeah, I feel like we're focusing too much on Luth. Zyrelia has not done anything wrong. He's playing cleanly, comfortably.
I did notice Zyrelia likes to like auto aim, like not auto aim the bow. He likes to aim it himself.
Manual aim.
Yeah, so
We'll see if he'll whip
we'll
out
see
the
if it
Zyrelia
works or not.
classic. But no, Zyrelia's actually had a very well played run so
Yeah,
far.
no, he's on pretty good
The
pace.
perfect amount of safety. The bosses have been clean. There's not really been anything to talk about.
Manual aim, let's go. Ooh, and the 3 hit. With Luke finishing off round 4.
Other very clean Dragon Riders and very clean Rotten 4. Both runners putting in excellent performances. Alright, Zyrelia's coming up to the mannequins. Don't know if we explained this last run, or last race, but there's a statue here that is triggered when an enemy is killed near it. The only enemies nearby you can kill are 2 mannequins. So Zyrelia's got to bait them over to the statue and murder them to trigger the elevator. Or the statue which triggers the elevator.
Udo has predicted 10 deaths to the mannequins. So
And no way, it's Udo, the prophecy.
Let's see how this goes.
Oh my god.
Oh, no way. Ooh, that was close.
Pseudo's insane toxicity has saved the day. Alright, only 9 left.
Only 9 to go. Judo with the insane curse, let's go.
It's only a curse if you're Zyrelia. If you're anyone with a heart, it's a blessing.
We won a close game here at the Speed Souls, Dark Souls 2 Scholar% tournament.
Any percent tournament. Yeah. Right, this is it. Zyrelia's gonna get it this time.
I don't know. Judo wants 9 more.
I'm not foreseeing 9 more. He's taking it very safe.
Okay.
He's not taking a single chance here. Oh, this is quite an interesting strat. I haven't seen this.
Okay.
I should maybe watch Zyrelia's streams more. Is he? And he hits.
Ooh, the whip. But he got it. It's good.
He got it. Pseudo magic is strong, but Zyrelia's sheer skill is stronger.
Yeah, for sure. Lu's making his way to Drangleic Castle. Now, here is the karma. Let's see if the karma kicks in here, if Zyrelia remembers to wave on the elevator. That is a huge mistake that runners make.
Not waving on the elevator?
Yeah, because the disrespect gives you bad karma.
We will see.
We will see indeed.
Anything will happen, and can, and does. Anything happens.
Cool. Luke trying to activate Drangleic Door. Done it flawlessly. With a few whiffs just to show off.
It's his RTSR setup, but he's forgot that he doesn't have RTSR. a common mistake fellas make in this situation. If you were in Luke's position, you would be playing much worse.
Nice bow from Zyrelia, let's go.
Respectable. I don't know if he's watching Luke's stream, but He is handling his undeserved victory or lead very well. Victory is
I wouldn't count it out with that death and
I
the
mean,
possible Armana charging going on.
we do have to remember that from Zyrelia's perspective, if he does lose from this position, he will get ruthlessly bullied. So there is a lot of pressure on for him.
That is true. For many of you who don't know, the Dark Souls 2 scholar, the scholar community is very toxic.
Incredibly toxic.
For a long time, our in small individual group chat was called Bullying Doom. So
Yeah.
you can understand the type of respect that we have for each other.
The
The love and care that we have for each other. Want him to lose, but he's done well. Not sure.
Zyrelia pulling off consistent night by the looks of things. He just needs to land a strafe. Oh, this is an interesting spot to be in. But Zyrelia knows what he's doing, and he gets the strafe. Of course he does.
So what we're doing here is at certain health percentages, the Mirror Knight or Looking Glass Knight likes to do that spinning lightning attack. So we can just, with our +10 rapier, we can quite happily put him into those ranges and get the fight done really quickly.
Alright gamers, start summoning those forlorns. Give Luther
the
fighting
chance are coming in, the great equalizer. Yeah, for those who don't know, the area he's about to enter is the Shrine of Armana. Probably the scariest area in the whole game.
Yeah, it's earned the name the Great Equalizer.
Yeah. It's got a lot of enemies who do who have pretty ridiculous attacks when it comes to trying to roll them. And also the amount of stuff that's going on, especially with the water slowing you down. It's a scary thing for sure.
There's archdrates with almost impossible to roll attacks. There's frogs that'll chase you. There's mages that'll shoot homing soul arrows at you. There's fog walls forcing you to stop at various positions. Bonfires are miles apart. This is the deadliest place in all of Trangleic.
I'm wondering if Zyrelia is going to take the second bonfire. The second bonfire is not usually taken.
I highly doubt it. He's a man that knows what he's doing.
No, he's not going for it. The second bonfire is not usually taken because it's quite risky to take, to be honest.
It is.
But unfortunately, of course, if you die in this section, which is quite common to die too, it's a long walk back, which is why it's called the Great Equalizer. Forlorn mod check. Well, let's see. I don't know if it's going to happen. Let's see if it happens after he gets past the hut here.
If it's going to happen, it'll have to happen very soon. But yeah, no, there's a debate in the community about whether the second bonfire is ever useful to get, and I'm sure after me and Doom pretend to be agreeing on this for commentary's sake, we will mercilessly argue for 5 minutes about why it isn't good.
Yeah, I think overall, for the sake of the stream, it's not the best idea.
It's personal preference. There's no objective answer. Although if there was, it would be to not take it.
Yeah, I agree. I will talk to you later. Okay, Zyrelia taking a nice safe Armana here.
Oh my god! Oh! He's been interrupted. Anything canon will happen. But no, he just kills them. Ooh, something happened and then it didn't.
You say that, Archstring. What could have been a great equalization?
Well,
Wait,
don't scoff just yet. There's still Demon of Song. Demon of Song obviously is it's not the hardest of bosses, but it can be punishing to fail. As certain runners, certain very good, handsome runners have learned in this tournament already.
Zyrelia Solera dodges are straight out the Matrix. Yeah, it's quite fun dodging and weaving through that area.
Falstart will save us. I fear the only thing that can save us now is Guardian Dragon and Throne Duo.
Yeah.
That's still 2 chances for Luth to catch up. And I will say, Luth, reaching this point, has still not made any mistakes, any major mistakes, other than dying to a controller disconnect. It's so disheartening.
Ooh.
So Zyrelia had a good frog fight.
Nah.
Good frog fight. Luth looks like he's having a pretty good Mimmonite. See if he gets the strafe.
Sure.
Of course he gets the strafe. Luth knows what he's doing.
Let's see if there's a Brazilian Armana happening here if he dies to the Cyanite. Doesn't usually happen with no RTSR, but nah, Zyrelia knows what he's doing. Alright. For sure, I think if there was a comeback here, I think Guardian Dragon is our best hope. Guardian Dragon is a boss that can just randomly leave the arena, basically, start flying around. So we'll see how it is.
See, Guardian Dragon is like a cake. You follow a recipe, and the fight goes nice. But Guardian Dragon is no cake. Guardian Dragon is an elite Black Forest Gateau. Its recipe is precise and difficult to follow, and if you make a bad Gateau, you will die. You will get burnt to death.
What an amazing analogy.
Thank you. I stole it from
You're
Fudge.
Luth making his way through Armana now. Zyrelia using the bow to get his way through Under Crypt. It's the bow. Can't be bothered using my sword. Using a bow on Guardian Dragon is a...
Doom. We maybe focus on what is right in front of our faces, which is Luth masterfully making it through the first area in Armana. The old Radiance he picked up earlier will come in very handy right here, where he's about to heal up to full. You only get a 1 safe heal here, so you really want an old Radiant. Zyrelia nails the arrow shot, letting him pass these shield guys unharassed. Luth appears to be... Oh, is he take? No, he's taking the safety strat. Proper thing too. The frog appears to be backing up.
Pretty safe, calculated.
Don't heal there, no. I'm sure he knows what he's doing. He's practiced. He's put his hours in. He just needs to reap his rewards now. Oh, you'd never want to do a rolling attack there. But he should be fine, as long as he can... Yeah, just heal up here. Don't aggro them. He'll be good. Zyrelia with a very clean bell step fight, from the looks of things. Should be able to finish on this bar.
Nice, straight through the fog wall. Easy.
Yeah, Luth again, not making any mistakes. There's been hardly anything. Okay, if chat wants to be toxic about Zyrelia's Vel stats, they can be. I'm the hype man. I'm gonna pretend everything's good. Good job.
Guardian will save us. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, going into Frog now for loot. I think Zyrelia has definitely still made the gap wider.
Yeah,
time-wise.
I'm as much as I sympathise with Luth, I kind of want Zyrelia to just finish cleanly, so there's no question about what could have happened.
Yeah.
What would be upsetting is if Zyrelia wins by a minute or so, and then it's like, oh, Luth probably would have won that without the controller disconnect.
That was a really simple RTSR setup there.
Yeah, that's pretty spicy.
Yeah, I'm using the bright bug here. The most optimal time.
Optimal but risky.
It is true.
If you fail the Algiers keep jump twice and then get the fly RNG on the dragon, then you run out of bright bug and then you can't kill him and then you lose your world record pace. It can happen. It does.
Still a little salty.
No, I just don't know what you're talking about. The war cry, Luth. His rudder may have been destroyed, but his spirit has not been. What an absolute champion.
That was a really nice jump. Okay. Zyrelia on his way to Guardian Dragon now. With Luth still behind him, but still trying his best, closing in. Still playing really well.
Both runners playing really well. It's so sad.
Good. And into the fight. He is using a rapier, so
rapier Guardian Dragon it's risky. But Zyrelia seems to have pulled it off. Textbook Rapier Guardian Dragon. Okay, that's not in the textbook. That's not in the textbook at all! Guardian Dragon has come to save us! Healing up, very smart, very respectable.
Yeah.
I feel like he could probably whip out the bow and shoot him once and win, but he's more than ahead of him.
Fly.
And the third!
Oh no! Come on, Luth! You've got to catch up now. This is your chance.
And he finally resorts to pulling out the bow, but appears to have missed, or at least not done enough damage.
He did 31.
And another whiff.
Oh, I got him, nice. Okay.
See, if I was presented that Black Forest Gato, I would be incredibly disappointed.
A nice elitist key from Jean.
Yeah.
Although at this point, I agree that using P for Guardian Dragon is probably smarter. The amount of times people have missed it with the rapier.
It was up in the air until Pseudo tested it, and then it stopped being up in the air.
Yep, that's usually how it goes.
it is how it
Oh,
be,
Luth having a pretty scary Velster here.
But playing it flawlessly. Very well fought,
nice.
considering the amount of one-handed swings he got, which is the worst attack for those who are not versed in their Velstep boss fights. Not quite killing him in the buff, that's very... Oh no, this is scary. This is scary, Luth. Come on. Come on. Oh, that is raw!
No!
That is raw! He could not strafe due to the pillar. He had to strafe backwards. That is unfortunate. This game will not leave Luth alone. Okay.
Those hitboxes linger for quite a while.
Oh, that is tough. That there was no leeway in that Velstep fight.
No, it's not just because of the controller. That's not the point.
I mean, Lich is correct. It is gonna make a potential Zyrelia victory feel more earned, but God, it really is depressing. No. That's not how it works.
We'll see.
Gosh, this is...
The amount of toxicity against Zyrelia. I mean, damn.
Undeserved toxicity, mind you. He probably doesn't even know what's happened. Ooh. Oh my god! Oh, Dragon Shine has saved us!
Oh, nice.
What is going on here?
Okay. Yeah, this is a scary part.
It's gone back to being about the controller disconnect. This game will not let us rest.
Alright, let's see if he does a Reknep spell here.
No, not even close.
No. Our poor friend Reknep Legs tried to cut that a little bit too fine and fell off the zipline.
Luth, by the way, has it very rough here. He doesn't have a Bright Bug for Velstep, which is going to make the fight significantly harder.
Yeah, no Bright Bug is definitely scary.
He's gonna be able to tank one less hit, which is quite big when you can normally only tank like 3 hits. And he's gonna do a significant less damage, so he's probably gonna have to... Okay, strafing that attack back, which does seem to be a poor idea.
He does still have 4 gold time lessons, so he has enough to do the rest of the boss fights, luckily.
He does, but oof, not comfortably.
Yeah.
And doing Velstep phase 2 with this much health left on him is not comfortable in the slightest.
Nice.
But Luth knows what he's doing. He's prepared. Those are some very confident strafes.
Okay, nice.
I have to respect that.
Zyrelia coming to the corridor.
And he jumps right through. Not even close. Again, played very well by Zyrelia.
Both of them dark signing out because souls aren't important anymore. Unfortunately, Luth has to go all the way to where Zyrelia just was, and Zyrelia can continue on to Giant Lord.
There is still about a 4-minute difference between them, which can be attributed mainly to the controller disconnect. Very unfortunate. Doom appears to be something.
Alright, that's fine. Okay, so...
Oh, was Zyrelia going for RTSR for Giant Lord?
Cool.
Slightly faster, but a lot riskier, because there's things here that can hit you.
Okay, paper wall.
Slightly different strat. No, it wasn't even an attack that could have hit the wall.
Oh.
It's very upsetting.
Oh, the stab! Oh, that stab has some crazy hitboxes.
All of Giant Lord's attacks have some crazy hitboxes.
So this is true, this is very true.
Yeah, the trick to fighting Giant Lord is just imagine everything as being... Oh my gosh, 1 hit away and he died. He chokes it.
It's always away.
That is a time loss. That is a loss of time.
Okay.
Luth coming up now to Eldia's Keep. Will this be Luth's chance to get back? Some say it will, some say it won't. I say probably not, because he's quite far behind still.
Is putting on the cat ring, not going for Giant Lords. Not going for RTSR this time.
Healing beforehand, all the safety strats in the book.
And in he goes. Luth. Going to fight Guardian Dragon.
It's very sad.
Okay, so let's see round 2 for Giant Lord. See if the Giants give him a little bit of... No, okay.
So Zyrelia does have a spare resin, but one more death and he's got resin problems.
No capable.
No anything. This is pretty standard RNG.
And
Played very
Luth
comfortably.
going into last Guardian Dragon with the rapier as well, so let's see how this goes.
Hopefully we can see some very tasty Black Forest Gattos. And that is not quite the Black Forest Gatto I was hoping for, but maybe it can still be a very tasty chocolate cake. Again,
Ooh.
barely missing the damage, but...
Get it? Yeah. What? He missed
that
though?
whip? How did that whip?
Get the
This
bow.
game will not give Luth a break.
Get the bow.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, nice headshot.
Well, Luth still played it very well.
Okay. Zyrelia off to the final 2 fights of the game, which is basically 1 fight. And Luth on his elevator up to Ancient Dragon to get the Ashen Mist Heart.
It is upsetting. Just imagine how close this race could have been without that controller disconnect. We were robbed of one of the greatest matches in the history of the Speed Souls Dark Souls 2 Skull of the First in any % double elimination tournament.
Indeed. I do think that Zyrelia has broken away though with over 4 minutes of time save. But who knows?
I don't know.
Pseudo says...
I'm not sure it has. One sec, let me check my split, see how long it takes to get from here to...
Any watcher of Defender deaths? Let's see indeed. That's a pretty bad one because you don't have a bright bug afterwards.
Okay,
So you need
it's
to either go buy
about
one.
4 minutes. Be a
We'll
shame
see.
if something happened. No one has ever died to Watcher and Defender in a tournament.
Oh,
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
okay, good.
Disgustingly good RNG here.
The complete AFK from both parties in that fight. Absolutely insane.
Played with impressive confidence by Zyrelia.
Oh, and the block.
Yeah, that was a very clean block actually. I have a lot of respect for it.
Nice. Godly, dude.
Alright. Going into the last boss.
Okay. From my point. So this might be the first time that Fujo has bet on someone and they've actually won. Which is interesting.
That's some insane trivia for you right there.
Fujo is known in the community as betting on people and they lose as soon as he bets. So
when the Speed Soul sponsored trivia, when the Speed Souls trivia set comes out, that'll be a question. It will be which game was the first one Fujo successfully bet on in the 2021 Dark Souls 2 Skull of the First in any % double elimination tournament. And Zyrelia has finished. Time of 1:01:38. Yeah, I think he may have beat Luke by over 4 minutes. Which
yeah, I think so.
I am hopeful for. It would be soul crushing if Luke lost because of that disconnect. I mean, the disconnect is soul crushing, but would he like crushing, then mincing, then blending my soul if he could have won without it?
And Luth going in with Artia Giant Lords. Let's see how this goes.
He's a man with nothing to lose but his pride.
Zyrelia with the little cheer in chat. Good job, Zyrelia. Really well played.
Congratulations. Oh, alright, come on, Luth. Show us a good fight.
Still on loading screens. Yeah, loading screens can be a bit weird in this game. What's that weird? Okay, no paper wall. Nice.
Yeah, almost got stuck there, but he knew his backups. Luther's the embodiment of the calm mind. And final two bosses. Just a long walk now. Should have no issues.
Keep pushing. Zyrelia just, Luke, sorry, just finishing up on the last fight here, and I think it's pretty clear that it wasn't just that 4 minutes of time loss. This looks to be around a 106, 106, maybe a really low 107.
Which in my mind says, could have been an incredibly close race without it, but was unfortunately marred by a great injustice. The I can't do. I'm just, it's just crushing.
Everyone put your support in for Luth here. Give him good luck. Give him good RNG for the last two fights here. Come on.
I actually ruined my day. That has. I mean, if my day's ruined, imagine how bad Luth's day's going. It's just awful.
Thanks for confidence, indeed. Good RNG.
Oh, very clean fight. Very good RNG, but very clean fight. Played very well.
Nice.
Should be no issues on Watcher. Or Nash. A little bit of a whiff, but nothing punishable.
Really good fight.
Very clean.
And now the Chandra's fight looks like it's going to be a 107. Let's see how well he does here.
I'm thinking high 106.
Well, let's see how it goes. Gets the beam straight away. Nice. Oh no, this will be a 106.
Just hit the boss!
Killer!
Look, hit the boss!
Killer! No, killer!
Very well done.
Nice. Easy clap.
Yeah, it's not even a high 106, it's a pretty medium 106.
Oh yeah.
Very well done. A 106.25 it looked like at the end there.
Really
Welcome back,
good
guys.
run. Well done, both.
Oh my gosh.
How's it going,
Luth.
guys?
Luth. I am.
Dude, I'm
Tell you.
right now.
If you quit the game because of this, I think everyone out there ever would understand.
I was so annoyed by that. I was like, should I Alt F4 and walk away? I'm so mad.
It's upsetting. I was upset. I was furious.
I don't even know what happened. My controller stopped working, So I was like, I'm getting hit. I should try to walk away. And I used the arrow or the like WASD to try to move around, and that wasn't working either.
That's so awful.
I was so
That's,
confused.
super unfortunate.
That's so
Yeah, and I didn't take any
Alright.
safety bonfires because I'm like, this is a safe boss with full health, right?
I know it's
So that was a 4-minute death. No worries, guys.
all right.
Yeah.
We'll get back to that. Zyrelia, congratulations.
Thank
It's
you.
a very tidy run.
I wasn't too happy with the run myself, but we
Okay,
got
well,
through it.
I will give you some insider information. Basically, every death you had was caused by pseudo cursing you, so you don't actually need to worry about that too much. You played very well.
I had some weird deaths. Like these are things that I like never die to, and it's just like, well, I guess it happened.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
you know,
you
you took all the
didn't
good safety.
realize that Pseudo cursed you with 10 mannequin deaths. So getting
10
one
mannequin
was
deaths?
you were pretty lucky to only get one.
Yeah, you did get 9 less mannequin deaths than expected, which is pretty
Hey,
good.
that's pretty good. That's a
It's pretty
PB.
good. Both of you had very
GG,
clean
Luth.
Armanas, yeah.
Yeah, we did have some pretty good Armanas. I was watching where Luth was, and I did unfortunately see that that death to Magus. I think from that point onwards, I basically just knew, hey, as long as I have no like huge deaths, then this one's in the bag. Just because it's a 4-minute time loss
Yeah.
either way, and that is almost impossible to make up over the course of a normal run, unless the other person dies with something similar.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I
Um,
knew basically when I had that death and I like loaded back in at Forked Road, I was like, something has to go really wrong on Zyrelia side for me to have a chance here.
Hey, I had some things going wrong, but unfortunately it wasn't enough going wrong.
Yeah, it would have been like probably like 2 late Amana deaths or something would have been the only thing that would have saved it.
Yep.
Oh,
So,
my
so
wife
really-
wants everybody to know that she gave me hugs for the chat per request.
Thank you. We all
Good work,
appreciate
good
it.
work.
Yeah,
Okay.
GG,
So
GG Zy,
other than the
good run.
obvious, can we talk a little bit about your other deaths, Luth? The Velstat was rough.
The Velstat was bad. Like, I thought I was far enough back, and I think just the tip of the hammer bonked me.
I mean, you had bad RNG to even be in a position where you had to fight in phase 2, and that should have been a pretty safe strafe. Yeah. But, you know, your second fight was very well played, especially considering the lack of Bright Bug.
Yeah, and Guardian Dragon memes were a little scary.
You both got the same
Not
Guardian
memes.
Dragon memes.
Jeez.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah, I missed one attack, so then he just started flying like crazy. I even went out to the inventory, equipped my bow, and I was about to like bow him down while he was on the cage, but he eventually dropped down, and I was able to kill him.
A strong Guardian Dragon is the key to a good Dark Souls 2 speedrun. So
I
would discard the key if I could.
From this.
I whiffed one attack on the head at the beginning, and he lived with 16 health.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. All right,
happens.
But other than that, I don't know. My early game I felt like was really good. I wasn't watching, but I'm sure we were pretty close until I died.
There were times when it looked like we had the same stream running. Oh yeah, both of you having the same issue at Peshua Fogwall. That was very entertaining.
Wow,
Wait,
really?
You had an issue too? I got stopped.
I got bonked by him. Yeah, I got bonked by him, and I ran up on the platform and jumped back down.
That's what I had to do.
You both did it. Yeah, that was pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, the early game was fun. It was fun.
I enjoyed my early game. I thought my early game was actually pretty solid.
Definitely
despite the Pursuer fog wall, everything else was like going pretty well early game. It was just after. It was after. Well, the Rotten one was kind of sketchy. I got grabbed by him at the start.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh yeah, the grab.
Yeah, I was really upset at Magus' death because I had a good opener too. Like I killed both priests, and then just everything stopped working.
Feels bad. It would have been a really close race, I think. Otherwise,
There would have been a lot of back and forth.
Oh well,
Sad.
you know, things
Oh,
happen.
well.
I can't be too upset. You know, I didn't lose because I played badly or anything.
No,
Well,
that is-
I could have still lost without it, but it lets me feel better knowing that I lost to memes.
Yeah, that's a good takeaway. All right.
Meme deaths are pretty cool.
Do any of you
Well,
have anything
good-
you want to say before we close off?
Good luck against Pseudo next week.
Oh yeah, I gotta bop him again. He's like the whack-a-mole. You bop him once and he goes back down, then he comes back up and you have to hit him a second time. So I'll be ready for you, Pseudo, next week for the
can't wait,
run
dude.
back.
Can't wait.
Excited to see it.
GG's, Luke. Good race.
Yeah. GG's I.
Yep, and thank you both. I'm not sure if I think we have a Bloodborne run.
Bloodborne's
later
over,
today.
dude. Archie
Bloodborne's
won.
complete.
Yeah, no Bloodborne.
Okay.
So that's the
Yeah, it's gone.
that's the end of the stream today, but we do have another run coming up tomorrow. Same time tomorrow, 5 p.m. UTC. We got the semifinals in the winners bracket, which is Nick Style versus Fujo Herrera. So make sure to catch that. That is probably going to be a pretty tight one, seeing as I think they both have very strong races in the previous one, 56-33 and 56-46, I think. So it's like throwing distance away from each other. So we can expect to see a pretty close race tomorrow.
It's gonna be a crazy race.
So yeah, stay tuned for that, guys. That's the end of the stream, and we'll be doing a host shortly. See you guys.